that they have to like try and stop what's coming at them. That's gonna be our plan. So admittedly, we still live on that, and then we could just throw an astral protection. So that's not too bad for us. That's not too bad. I'll take doing some damage. We could have technically thrown out a power cascade. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go whoop, whoop, throw that out just to kill that, so we still stay alive. We still remain alive. Hello, Gomez here from the LAN channel again. Another deck for you. This one is actually viewer inspired again. It was from a comment that was from a previous video. So let's just get into this deck. It's called Ramming Heels. So like I said, the deck is called Ramming Heels, and the reason why it's called this is because, courtesy of this lovely comment, which you're going to see appear on the screen somewhere up there, somebody said, why not combine Soraka with the Battering Ram? The reason for that being is because obviously Battering Ram works so well in terms of the fact that it's always got that, it always starts off with that 12 health stat, and so any damage which happens to it, then using the heals and the ability to heal up with Star Spring for a potential victory. So obviously, like, this is a massive takeoff, which is like a turn away from the standard Tom Kench deck. This is just trying to expand and try to use that healing landmark in a different light. And so I took that and I was like, yes, you know what, I'm gonna damn well have a go at it. So this is the deck that I've come up with. This is by no means the best deck of this. This is just like my interpretation of it. As you can see, there's actually no one costs in my deck at all. So it definitely could require some experimentation. This is just my first initial look at it. I'll explain all my choices as we go through, but also don't consider this to be, as I've already said, the LAN channel is always, I throw deck concepts out, and then people can change things around as they will to get them to make the perfect fit that's right for them. So anyway, let's get in, and I shall explain step by step what's going on. So we're running Crimson Disciple. The reason for doing so is because, number one, whenever it takes damage, it's doing damage to your enemy Nexus, as well as that obviously we've got the abilities to heal that up with Star Spring. We've also got one Vladimir in this deck. So the champions we're running are Vladimir, 2 Katrinas, and obviously 3 Sorakas. Now, the reason why we're running this is because we don't actually mind her spell. Her spell in this is actually kind of funny and works for us, because technically her spell is doing 1 damage to all battling units, which is then, if Star Spring's on the board, is just going to be healing everyone up again anyway, so we don't actually mind that. But you're saying, but Gomez, why don't play just Vladimir? Why not play Vladimir? He's technically doing 1 damage to everyone, and he's actually going to be giving you a heal and whatnot like that. The reason why I considered Vladimir, I considered running 3 Vladimirs. The reason I decided not to, and the reason why I went down the Katrina route, is because she does provide rally, and rally is important when we're dealing with Battering Ram, because Battering Ram goes up in attack every single time you attack. So to be able to rally and get that up, that's the reason why I decided, you know what, we could have gone down the Vladimir route, and to be fair, there probably is, and I'm definitely sure that I've seen in the past, like, you know, there's really good Vladimir Soraka decks, because obviously he does damage to everyone, then she heals everyone, and Star Spring was also doing some healing, so there is definitely a way that you can go with that, but I decided to go down this route, which is with the Battering Ram for the massive heals. So, as I said, like, that's doing some damage in there. We're actually running a few copies of Deathlights. That's just like to get out things like Zoe, Teemo, a few 1 health things if you're running against discard aggro. They've got a lot of like 1 health poros and things like that, so it's worthwhile just throwing that in there, as well as the fact that's going to work with your Widget Disciple, as well as leveling up, helping level your Vladimir. But also, if Star Spring's on the board yet again, that's just going to heal everyone up anyway. Guiding Touch, bit of a heal withdraw. We've got 2 Hushes in here because it's become standard now. Basically, if you're running Targon, you might as well run some Hushes just to stop things which could come out from your opponent. Demolition is doing 1 damage, so it's helping towards Vladimir, doing some damage into your enemy Nexus, as well as the fact obviously the damage that it's dealing will be healed, so it's absolutely fine. Power Cascade in there just for better trades as well as draw. Obviously, as I said, like, you know, we've got the Star Spring. Culling Strike, 2 copies just if needed to take things off the board that need to be dealt with. We're running 2 copies of Diverted Path because obviously we want to be trying to get our Star Spring as soon as possible, but also because Plaza and other things like that are like still kind of like other landmarks are still kind of used quite a bit. It now allows counter as well, which is quite nice. Obviously, as I said, for the rally we're running Katrina. She's a massive loss of tempo, sadly, on her main drop, but if you wait until late game, it becomes like, oh, she becomes really useful. We're actually running 2 copies of Priestess, more just to see if there's anything in that invoke category. There is obviously Draw Hero, there is Comet, there's Meteor, there's like, and obviously the Golden Sisters as well. There's a few things that potentially you might want to get within that range, so that's why I'm running 2 copies. Soraka, obviously, just for the heals and just the fact that once she levels up, all the heals are going to be drawing cards, like in terms of, the first heal every round is going to be drawing cards. You got Star Spring. Bastion, just to protect things if needed. Astral Protection, to be able to use that on top of Battering Ram with Landmark on the board if that's taken damage. It's just such a big thing, and then getting the health of that up even more. It's such a big move that it just had to be in here, especially with Star Spring, and then the full heal from Soraka on Battering Ram. I mean, that's the plan. That's the end game here. We've also got some star shapings for either into the core or into Battering Ram if needed for Landmark. I mean, that's your options are there. Vladimir for a little bit of damage going in, and then obviously the 3 Battering Rams, because that's what our main plan is here. But anyway, that is the deck. That is healing Ram, or ramming heals. But let me know what you think about this. I do definitely think that there is definitely room to change around. Potentially you want to put some 1 cost in. So I did obviously consider straight to begin with throwing in the Star Shepherd, but there were certain things within this which didn't seem to work 100% with Star Shepherd. I decided to take them up because I wanted to put Demolition instead. It was basically the reason why I chopped and changed things around, but definitely Star Shepherd could find a place in here if you moved some things around. But this is the decision that I've gone with at this moment in time. But as I said, it's not a definitive deck. But let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact there is also the Discord link down below, as well if you want to join the lovely community that we're making on Discord and just talk decks, talk stupid things, anything which is valid there. But also bear in mind, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. As I'm not too active on Instagram, but I am active on Twitch and Twitter. I'm live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. UK time is the time that's all those time things are, which are thingamajig. So UK time, if you want to come catch the action live, why not have a good laugh? Good times will be had by all, so why not consider it? But do not feel forced. I don't like anyone to feel forced. Thank you as well to everyone who's already subscribed and followed, everyone who's supporting this channel, supporting me. Honestly, it does mean so much, and if you haven't already, why not consider it? But to everyone who already has, thank you. Let's get in and see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Okay, so we're against Viktor Sej, so expect ballistic bots. Expect many ballistic bots for that synergy. Okay, right, so we can put Star Spring on the board quite early. Culling Strike, I'm actually gonna... Would they be running Landmark? Would they be running Scargrounds? I'm gonna go with the assumption that they're not, but I might end up regretting that decision. But we've got a Culling Strike that could be used against either Viktor or Ballistic.
What do I do?
Yeah, this is just they've gone 100% down the augment route. So, the question here is that if he throws Ballistic Bot out, do we just culling it immediately so that... there is no Fearsome. That's fine. We could culling that just so that he doesn't get the Sejuani, but I'd rather just throw Star Spring on the board, let our opponent know what's up. Let them know what's up. Okay, might as well use Priestess, but nothing else going on. Falling Comet or Traveler. I guess Traveler puts more things on the board, which allows us to trade more, as well as the fact that Fimshi, but the Obliterate to potentially get rid of that Sejuani might be quite nice. I'm actually gonna take Traveler. That is gonna be the move I'm gonna look back on and go, you should have taken the the destruction, Obliterate, Exodia, Obliterate. We definitely should have taken it. I want to take Traveler. I want to build up a board Landmark. I wish I would have obliterated that arsehole. Our Landmark works by healing people on the board. We need board presence in order to do that. So we actually could Culling Strike the Peddler. It wouldn't actually be the worst move, the Culling Strike Peddler. Of course. So expect Ballistic Bot. Expect Ballistic Bot. If we were to throw Traveler out, we wouldn't be able to use... Oh! Not gonna lie, I was actually, honest to God, expecting the... Ballistic Bot, but okay, that's fine. We'll throw Traveler out. Throw Traveler. I guess, so we could get some elusive damage in on our opponent, or... I mean, Great Beyond is just is banter. They could run the cat. Part of me's thinking, so do I put in a little bit of elusive cover. That's what part of me's thinking. So do I take one of these? I'm gonna take the Great Beyond. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna regret it, but I take it. I mean, why didn't they just go forward with? I mean, that just helps me out. I know that obviously, I mean, if they were trying to help this Sejuani out, I'm just surprised they didn't go forward with more. Okay, so we could throw you so that we could throw 1 damage into somebody as well. You're already gonna be a heal of the thing. I'm actually gonna throw around because it gives me the ability of 1 damage. We've actually also got a Culling Strike as well. So depending on how this goes out, potentially just Culling Strike this, because obviously the more shrooms he starts putting in my deck, the more deadly and annoying the Sejuani becomes late game. So, of course, I'm a peddler, not a meddler. Right, throw you out. I mean, I don't know what's going on his side of the board, but throw her out. Yeah. So she levels. So we know that we've got that rally. So now that we know that Ram is going to be coming out very soon, we know that we've got the rally. So part of me's always thinking, do I just do the damage into my own one, or do we at least try to lessen the shroom damage on our opponent's side of the board? Probably would have been good to use the Blade's Edge into our own thing just to get a little bit more heals, because that would have honestly helped with Soraka as well. So I might end up regretting that decision, because like admittedly that it could have been a better idea to actually get more out of the heals going in here, because obviously this is our win condition at the end of the day, and the quicker we can get there, regardless of what our opponent's doing, the quicker we can get there, the better it is for us. So solid, we throw the big man out. Obviously that then means we've spanked all of our mana. It does mean we've spanked all of our mana, so it does mean that we've got no pale, we've got no thing. So we have actually kind of, in a manner of speaking, rumbled ourselves.
Runaway bike.
Okay, of course the runaway bike. So we're gonna do 3 damage into that. Part of me's like, do I kill these 2 off? So part of me's thinking, do some damage in. We do know that we've got an Astral Protection to use on top of the Battering Ram, and I'll take that trade-off, because I wish I could have traded off with Peddler, but I couldn't trade off with Peddler, so I'll take the next best thing and take at least something off his side of the his side of the field. Right, so Soraka is nearly leveled as well, and bear in mind that we do actually have, of course, bear in mind that we do actually have a rally move as well that we could throw out. So we immediately go forward, knowing that we can just rally. So that's fine. We know that we've got Astral Protection. So any damage that this sustains actually helps us, because it's just like, well, we just throw the Astral Protection on there and all is well, right? So significant damage, but as I said, like we know that we've got a big ass heal. The problem is that if we play the Katrina, we can't actually heal this, which is... Okay, so they're going for an 8. They're going for an 8 move. We could actually just immediately Bastion. Could actually throw the Bastion out. Does mean that we can't do anything else. So if we heal this... Right, let's have a look at this. So if we heal this for 4, then it goes up to 7, and then we could throw it... No, it's just better to throw the Bastion out. Throw Bastion. It's okay. He's fine. He lives. Gets a bit of health going on. So our opponent is, they know. I feel like they know what our plan is, because it's just like they know that this has to die. They know that this has to die. Flee with 2Es! Part of me's like, you know what? We just go big and bold. We just feel, well, we're rallying, we're going forward. Don't know about you, mate, but we're going forward. Just because we basically want to be lessening his things in terms of like his decisions. We're trying to lessen the decision-making progress on our opponent's side of the field here. That they have to like try and stop what's coming at them. That's gonna be our plan. So admittedly, we still live on that, and then we could just throw an Astral Protection. So that's not too bad for us. That's not too bad. I'll take doing some damage. We could have technically thrown out a Power Cascade. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go whoop, whoop, throw that out just to kill that, so we still stay alive. We still remain alive! Because they were just like, they were trying to punish the fact that we put ourselves on 1. So it's like, okay, right, let's go forward so we stop that overwhelmed damage coming at us again when he throws the Katrina out again. But no! Astral protection! Okay, so fearsome spiders. Fearsome spiders. Noxus Shadow Wells with Widget Vividgy. It's fearsome spiders. Do we keep Battering? I mean, they're going to be a fast deck, right? This is the thing you need to remember. This deck is going to be play those fearsomes and play them fast and quick and loose. And so we basically need to make sure that we can throw something out as a response. So if they throw Elise out this turn, okay, they don't throw Elise out, but we do have a Culling Strike, which does mean that we can at least cut that down at the moment. We could have obviously, our other moves would have been throw this out, which we couldn't have defended against that anyway because of the fearsome. So we're trying to slow our opponent down. That's going to be our main game plan here. Slow them down. Could have thrown Star Spring out. Could have thrown Star Spring out, but the problem is if we would have thrown Star Spring out, we would have had no other move that turn. This at least means that we have Power Cascade. So this at least means that, as I say, that we could throw a Power Cascade on top of this. Obviously, there's like certain moves our opponent could have. There's certain moves our opponent could have, but we do actually have a lot of core heals. We've got a lot of core heals, but as I said, they do have options against us, right? But we'd hope we can top deck things that will... I don't know what this hand gesture is, but it's going on now. We'd hope that we can top deck things that are legitimately going to save me right now. So we got heals. We don't mind them burning us down. We can actually survive that burn down, but we need things to put on the board. We need things to put on the board that can actually like get us through situations situations which are currently occurring. So we'll throw this out, get a little bit of get another heal on, do that. We do actually have more heals on the way. See, the opponent doesn't want to throw anything up front because they know that any damage that's done is legitimately going to help us out in the end. So we leave the mana, we can Star Spring directly into our core and yet again throw a Pale just to throw something in the way of something, so it's okay. It's not the best. So yeah, we do that. It still leaves us Power Cascade. They are going wide on the board, and they're going to do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Like an insane amount of damage is coming my way. Oh, that's an insane amount of damage. Part of me is almost like, do I play Vladimir? Because Vladimir... So if we play Vlad, we don't get a heal into core, but we can sustain ourselves more on the board.
You must be Lord
and also, he's going to help level himself up. He's going to help with Star Spring. We can put him into a favourable trade. We do still have the ability for a Power Cascade, so we do actually have ways of getting ourselves around. So we throw her in front of the... We throw her in front of the little man. I guess we throw Vladimir in front of this. And then we throw you in front of the champion. So, oh, no, in front of the champion. So, by doing so, this, I mean, obviously, our opponent could have fervor, our opponent could have many different things, but we know that we've got a Star Spring, so we know we can heal our core up. So, the core is less of our issue right now. Everyone gets healed, which does actually mean we get the level up. So yeah, Doom beats the case, but we've got 10 health we can throw into our core. We've got 10 health we can throw into our core. We've got the ability to heal up Vladimir. Got the ability to heal up Vladimir up to his full health. Another bit of things going on here. We could even throw Katrina down right now. We could actually start to force our opponent down even further, right? So part of me's thinking throw down you. I mean, Vladimir's near enough leveled. I mean, here's what we do. We throw you out. This might end up being stupid, but I think, in my mind, this plan is genius. So we throw damage into... Wait, you know, throw damage into her. My reason for doing this is because now we level Vlad.
It's just a neck.
And then we heal Vlad. We heal Vlad up. We heal Vlad up there. And then we go forward. We've still actually got the ability to use... So We want everyone on that side of him,
No
because
choice.
that way we get a little bit of heals coming off of Vlad himself. And we also level up. We also level up the Katrina, so we could theoretically go forward again if we really wanted to. It's okay. We've actually got a Hush, so he's not really even that much of an issue at this point. We've got a Hush and a heal. We've got a Hush and a heal, so he still does damage. We then get a bit of a heal afterwards. So I mean, we just go, whoop. That's done. That problem's dealt with. And we've still got a significant, okay, like, you know, we can throw 2 heals into our core next turn if needed. Well, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. We've actually got a nice amount of heal coming off of that. We've got damage going into people, which that damage is then being healed by Star Spring. We've actually got the level up, so our continuous attack forward, attack forward, attack forward can now become a thing. Obviously, we need to be careful with the fact that obviously our opponent is still got a very attacky deck, so we kind of need to keep that Star Spring, oh sorry, that Star Shaping back for, there's Farron, yeah, so that's what I mean, we need to keep it back for that. If we heal, if we were to do a heal to the max, she would go back up to 7, which then means we throw a bash. I'm just trying to think, is there a way that we can get past Farron? Probably not. So somebody's going to take a lot of damage this turn. We do have Death Lotus, and Death Lotus actually trades off a number of things on our opponent's side of the field. So Death Lotus kind of weirdly works for us. Yeah, Death Lotus actually does a lot of work for us on our opponent's side of the field. So they go forward with, like, you know, the big man attack and being like, look at me, I'm Billy Big Bollocks.
Go no further.
They go with the look at me, I'm Billy Big Bollocks routine, which is like, you know, it's a great routine. We all love it, right? We all love it. We all love a bit of Billy Big Bollocks. What we do is we throw this out. We still survive on that. We've got a lot of damage going into everyone, which is nice. So a lot of damage going into everyone. Farron goes down to 1. We could even rally if we really wanted to, as I say. It's not worth it, though, at the moment. It's not worth it. So we could just go for an immediate, just wish heal everyone back up. Wish heal. Just because, yeah, again, that will just do so much work it'll do so much work in the Star Spring, but I guess we could also just get that out of, so we could also get that directly out of just attacking forward with Soraka next turn, like. So we get a 2 heal here, then we do a maximum heal there anyway. So wish kind of is less important. I don't mind doing the Katrina move. I don't mind doing the Katrina move and just attacking forward with Katrina, because the Katrina move just means that we literally get our opponent down to 7, and his plan is he puts Farron in the way, of course. Sadly, we must take that. Yeah, we leave the wish move because we're going to get the heal off of there. We immediately... So our opponent's plan here is throw every single decimate at us. Our opponent's plan is throw every single decimate at us, which, I'm not going to lie, it's a good plan. It's a good plan to throw every single decimate at us. Luckily enough, it doesn't 100% matter because we do actually have Star Shave. So he throws 1. He throws 1 at us. Strike 1. Heal. I mean, I guess I'd take Scourge. Heal. Strike 1. Swing, Bella, swing. I mean, that is actually his. So he can't actually throw another decimate out right now. Our opponent physically cannot throw another decimate out. Part of me's thinking, so how close is this? Part of me's thinking, do I just throw the Katrina out? Because he can't just immediately use another decimate. No, God. So I might end up regretting this decision. I was gonna say that this might be the time regret, but it's okay, we're fine. He can't decimate. We had to, next turn, if he opened with decimate, we had the heal, but he was dead that round if he didn't put anything in the way of there. So he knew death had come for him. Okay, so this has got a bit of is it just a Demacian landmark? Like, what bit of Demacia is in this deck? I can only assume it is the Demacian landmark. That's gonna be my guess of, like, you know, what bit of Demacia is in here? Landmark. He says I was getting, like, drawing all of my Star Springs. I don't want them all right now. Okay.
Nothing.
I mean, he immediately gets an attack forward. I've got nothing. We have no turn one. Ooh, I might regret that decision now. Okay. Throw that. I mean, I've got nothing. I've got literally nothing I can play at the moment. We kind of need to wait. Wait. Okay. Soraka. Soraka's at least now something that can be played on this board.
I am here to
Somewhat okay. Obviously, the fact that I need things. So the best thing I could draw right now. The best thing I could draw right now would be the Demolitionist, so I could Demolitionist into Soraka and do a little bit of damage into her. That'd probably be the best thing I could draw. Ha! The cards, Yugi! Right, throw that down.
for the Empire.
So do a little bit of damage into her, then attack forward with both of them. Admittedly, this one actually, I mean, maybe actually playing Katrina might have been the better plan, but the problem is it's just such a loss of tempo. That's what my problem is at the moment. We do have a Hush, so he does actually try to kill this for a Hush. Twisted.
Never lost a fair game or played one.
Twisted into blue card. Okay. So he cares about the draw. So I guess he might just level Twisted through
Starlight, take hold.
significant means. Okay. So we've got a Hush, which at least means that this survives and takes a bit of damage. Gets heal off of this. Obviously, it's not exactly the Hush target we're after, but right now, with everything that I've got in hand, I'll take it. I'll take it with everything that I've got in hand right now. So at least that means that trades off. We're somewhat okay-ish. Depends on whether or not our opponent... I mean, to be fair, our opponent could have stolen a Power Cascade from us. Like, we don't... Okay, you know, it's like, he really wanted to make sure. He really wanted to make sure that she died. It's okay. It's okay. So we still get a heal off of this. It would have been nice to get both heals, but we get a heal. We just need to keep ourselves alive and just hope that that landmark does its job for us. That's all the plan that we have right now. Is just hope the landmark will see us through. Our opponent's got 5 mana. Their potential. Ooh, you know what? I skipped it. You know what? If they're gonna skip the turn, I also skip the turn because there's one turn that they're not attacking into me, getting damage that's helping level Gangplank. So you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that. Thank you. So we immediately go forward with both of these. Potential Gangplank drops on the board. Potential Gangplank drops on the board. At least we could grab Keg with the Battering Ram if we wanted to. Because I mean, yeah, Gangplank drops a 5. It could see the thing of it is like we take the thing with it.
Store the rations, shackle the prisoners.
Okay, we go forward.
Leave me no choice.
We go forward.
Live with purpose.
Doesn't really do too much going forward with her other than hoping that she takes some damage. That's literally the only reason why she goes forward, is hoping that she takes some damage right now. So this goes into a 3-3, which I can take at this moment in time. Don't mind that going into a 3-3. As long as somebody's taking damage, I'm happy, because that just means that we get closer and closer to the Soraka level up. We get closer and closer to Spring doing some things. So
I've whipped up something special.
Admittedly, that's not good to see, because that now means our opponent's got a move. Our opponent's got something planned. Potential Twisted level up. Potential Twisted Fate level up, which I'm not gonna lie, it's not what I need to see. Twisted Fate level up is not what I need to see, but I need to go wider on this ball, because our opponent's gone very wide on the ball. So Twisted Fate level up is what we're gonna see. Which is not what I want to see. It's not what I want to see, but sadly, it's what we see. So one Guiding Touch in here actually levels Soraka, which might be significant. It's probably not gonna be, but it might be significant. Okay. This has to die because I honestly feel like there's gonna be some Pilfered Goods stuff going on for our opponent. Or do they just go for the level up on Twisted immediately? They go for the level up on Twisted immediately. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is not looking good. Okay. This is not looking good. Part of me's like, do I...
No going back.
There's no real point in throwing her forward other than getting the one thing so that we could at least get rid of the Keg with that 1 point of damage. We could even get rid of this. So We can't kill the elusive. I feel like he just wants to steal all my cards. I feel like the plan here is that he literally just steals my cards.
This will set them running.
Okay. Okay, I mean...
You are better than this.
That I can somewhat live with. If we heal... If we heal here, she gets a level up. We then want to see what our opponent does in terms of the fact that do they then try and do some crazy moves around this? Or do they just go for... the potential... Maybe we should have Blades edge this, because Pilfered Goods is a burst speed turn. So, Pilfered Goods... So, the Blade probably should just go to the Merchant, because obviously now he's still got the mana. So, if this goes in, Pilfered Goods, problems everywhere. And not a drop to drink. But... Damage... all we've got right now is Landmark. Landmark will say... Okay, so Pilfered Goods. Pilfered Goods, Pilfered Goods, Pilfered Goods. It's come for me. Pilfered Goods has come for me. Maybe we deal with this because it deals with red card. I mean, I feel like maybe we leave this back. We just wait and see how our opponent plays, whether or not red card comes out. So, they're going with that, which would mean that that's going to be doing 2 damage. Yeah, we don't actually mind 2 damage going in for those things, because she still lives at the moment. So... I'll take that.
Eyes open.
Obviously, he was really hoping this was going to hit Katrina. Lucky enough it did, but obviously, the more damage that happens into the other things, it doesn't matter, because the more damage that happens elsewhere, open attack heal is actually helping this. So, we don't somewhat mind that. It's actually okay. I will accept. I will accept this. This was just mean that if he was going to get a Pilfered Goods move, he wouldn't have got as much value. That was our main reason. So he's now thinking, do I have red card? Because red card will allow me to get an additional heal. So he's got to think to himself, wait a minute, do I red card here? Potential red card. We could actually just throw... Okay, so boom ship. So he just wants... He wants to put more damage into this guy? Well, okay. If you insist. Okay. Admittedly, so maybe what he's thinking is that he's got a warning shot and that would do the stun damage in is what... I mean, that's fine. That's just meant that we just get more heals going there. We could actually immediately go for the silence on top of Twisted, so that he's not getting more draw, he's not getting more things going off. Actually, no, I feel like we leave it. Actually, yeah, we leave it. We'll leave it. Throw that in front of here, just because I guess it doesn't matter if he red cards, because it actually kind of, that just dies and it helps, so we don't actually mind. I'll take that. Culling Strike is actually really good because it means we can kill Twisted now. So actually, things have gone from being somewhat bleak to being actually, we might be, because the reason I don't really want to stop his red card. His red card's actually helping me. His red card's actually helping me a lot. As well as the fact, obviously, this is actually, the game's nearly won. The game is afoot, but also the game is nearly a what? Oh, is it Unyielding Keg? He is an Unyielding Spirit Keg deck. I'm not gonna lie, that's not the one I was expecting. Out of all the decks I was gonna be against, that was not the deck I was expecting. I was honestly, I mean, we can actually rally with Katrina as well. So I mean, like, you know, we're in a fine place. Doesn't matter if that doesn't take damage. She levels. We're coming back. We're coming back again.
Everything.
I will force you to do the damage, which means that this is gonna win one way or the other. I'll force it out of you. So, I mean, he's only got one man. That spanked all of his done. The game, GG.
No,
GG, that forced all of his mana. That forced everything that he had to do that. I mean, he knows that this is over. Oh, why would you not let the final hit? But yeah, no, that was boom. We could have just gone forward again. We had the heals. That landmark. Either way, we were winning one. We were winning one way or the other. Did not expect the Unyielding Kegs though. So honestly, GG to my opponent for playing such actually a really funny strategy. So honestly, well played. So that is the Battering Heals deck. We were very lucky about the things that we came up against. We didn't come against too many things because, like, obviously, cause we play on normals whenever we do this. Because, like, whenever you're doing like fun stuff like this, you go normal. But obviously, yeah. So this probably won't work on meta, but it's a really fun deck to play. And the idea of getting the heals to win in a different way rather than that. But also, the Battering Ram just becomes a force of its own, where literally your opponent has to be dealing with it, or it's going to become a problem. And it doesn't actually even matter if they hush it, because its health stat is so big anyway that the hush doesn't actually matter. Even if it stops the damage, it getting hurt doesn't matter, because then it means that the heals are going to be happening. That's going to help towards the landmarks. That's actually a really funny deck. This is no way the most comprehensive list. I do feel like there's definitely edits that could be made to this, but it's a lot of fun anyway. And please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you run this deck, let me know how it goes through, and if you make any changes to this deck, please let me know what changes you make. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Bear in mind, there is the Discord link down below if you want to join that, as well as the fact that obviously you can catch me live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So why not consider all of these options? There is also I don't know what I was going to say, because I already said all the links. So anyway, all this stuff says thank you everyone who's already supported me. If you've not already hit that subscribe button, why not consider it? But if not, then do not worry about it. I just hope that you will have a great day, great times, and until next time, bye. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay, say anything from you. Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.